Today we're breaking down the protein hierarchy. It's the exact framework I use to help clients build muscle, burn fat, and simplify their nutrition. You already know protein is important, but if you've ever wondered when to eat it, how much should you have, and how you should space it between your meals, this video is going to make it crystal clear for you. Most people think protein is just about hitting some daily number. Get your 150 grams and you're good. It doesn't matter how you do it. They think it's just a math problem. Track the grams, hit that daily number, and you're done. But that's not the case. This is only surface level. The truth is, not all protein strategies are created equal. Most people are leaving results on the table, spinning their wheels for months because they're not following the protein hierarchy. When you understand this hierarchy, from meal distribution to timing your protein correctly, you unlock what I call effortless consistency. This is the exact framework I've used as a nutrition coach to help hundreds of men over the last 10 years dial in their protein intake to have more energy, to build more muscle, to recover more easily. And they've done it all without spending hours meal prepping or counting every single calorie. In this video, I'm going to break down the protein hierarchy. I'm going to show you step by step the biggest needle movers that you can use now to get results faster. And then I'm going to break it down into the small details that only matter once those fundamentals are in place. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly where to focus your efforts and what you can stop worrying about now. Let's dive right in, because when you understand this hierarchy, your nutrition plan becomes simpler and more effective overnight. Rule number one, hit total daily protein intake, which is 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight. This is the foundation. This is the biggest lever you can pull. And if you want to be a lean, athletic, 180 pounds, and you're 200 pounds right now, then you're going to want to eat 180 grams of protein per day. If you only get to 170 or get close, that's okay, but we're aiming for that North Star of 180 grams of protein when your head hits the pillow every night. Hitting your daily protein intake is gonna help you preserve muscle during fat loss. It's also gonna help you build lean muscle with your training program. I've seen so many DEXA scans, and the guys that keep the most muscle during a fat loss program and even add a little new muscle are the ones who are consistent with their daily protein intake. Everything else is going to sit on top of this rule. Rule number two, divide it evenly amongst your number of meals. Once you know your total, you're going to want to split it evenly across the number of meals you eat. For most guys, this is about 3 to 4 meals per day. This is not 6 or 7 meals. When you're eating those small little grazing meals throughout the day, you're not even eating enough protein to stimulate muscle building. It's like an underpowered dose that's not gonna have a positive effect on your body. All that frequent eating is doing is just training you to crave food more often. So if your goal is 180 grams of protein per day and you divide that across 3 meals, you're gonna have about 60 grams of protein in each of your meals. If you're doing 4 meals per day, that is 45 grams of protein per meal. Even distribution of your protein is gonna mean consistent energy throughout the day, better recovery throughout the day, and more muscle building along this process. Rule number 3 is hit 30 to 40 grams of protein in each of your meals, especially meal number 1. When you sit down to eat, you either have a missed opportunity to trigger protein synthesis or you take advantage of it. When you maximize protein synthesis, the fancy word for building muscle and burning fat, it's gonna require a sufficient dose, about 30 to 40 grams of protein from most sources. If you only eat 20 grams, that's a missed opportunity to build muscle and burn fat. So you need 30 to 40 grams of high quality protein at every meal to maximize this muscle building and fat loss signal. For meal number 1, you want that strong start to make sure it's a 40 grams or a little bit more, because it's gonna stabilize your blood sugar all day long. It's gonna give you better energy throughout your morning, and it's gonna help you control your appetite throughout the first part of the day. Rule number 4, space your meals about 3 to 5 hours or more apart. What this does is it allows for digestion between meals. It allows that protein synthesis that's spiked to come back down to baseline. It allows it to reset and stabilize. This means that when you eat your next meal with an ample dose of protein in there, at least 30 to 40 grams, it's gonna spike that protein synthesis again and put you back into that mode of building muscle, burning fat. If you eat your meals too close together and you're never really letting it come back to baseline, you're never gonna get that big boost in protein synthesis that you want, and you're leaving gains on the table. If you have too far beyond meals, if you're fasting all the time, when you're not eating, you're not anabolic. So you're just not gonna be building that new muscle tissue. For training in the gym, you wanna maximize that amount of muscle that you're accumulating. What I found with most clients, 3 to 4 meals per day naturally fits this rhythm. If you're that 180 pounder and you're getting 60 grams of protein in each of your 3 meals, awesome. That works excellent. You may need to do breakfast, lunch, a protein shake in the afternoon, and then do dinner. This works really well for a lot of guys. So the number of meals doesn't matter, the structure does. 3 to 4 meals that follow this hierarchy outperform 6 to 7 smaller ones. The hierarchy is total protein, even distribution, sufficient dose 30 to 40 grams, meal timing, space those meals 3 to 5 hours apart. Follow this and you'll have stable energy. You'll recover faster and you'll get leaner more quickly without overcomplicating your nutrition. If this helped clarify your nutrition strategy, drop a comment below and let me know which of these 4 steps you're gonna focus on next week to optimize your protein intake. For more frameworks like this that simplify your nutrition and optimize your performance, hit subscribe. And you're gonna wanna check out the free guide linked below if you think you need to cut out alcohol in order to lose fat and build muscle.